Appleseed. Once there was a poor farmer. He had always wanted to do something that would make many people happy, but did not know what he could do. He had no money. All he had was a small boat. As he trudged along one day, he saw some old sacks lying under a tree. Suddenly, he had a splendid idea. He picked up the sacks and placed them in his boat, jumped into it, and floated away. As he rowed down the stream, the farmer watched the shore carefully. When he saw an apple orchard, he rowed towards the land and tied his boat there. He went into the homes near the orchards and asked for work. He cut their wood, carried their water, and did all sorts of odd chores. In payment for this work, all he asked for was food, and the seeds from the apples on the ground under the trees, only the seeds. The people were very surprised at what he wanted for his work. As he cut the fruit, the children of the neighborhood gathered around him. He shared the fruit with the children and told them lovely stories, but saved the seeds in his sack. Thus he went from one place to another, always adding to his store of seeds. Sometimes a generous farmer would give him cuttings of peach, pear and plum trees and grapevines. The children always sat at his feet and listened to thrilling tales of what he had seen in his travels. When it was time for him to go, the children always begged him to stay. But the farmer went on to carry out his splendid idea. Then, one day, he reached a place where no one lived. Here he paused, because this was exactly what he was looking for. He landed and took his bag of seeds to an open area in the forest. There he planted the seeds and the cuttings of the trees and vines. Then he wove a brush fence around them to keep the deer away. He then went back to his boat and sailed on. He landed and planted seeds in many, many places. Many years later, when settlers came looking for a place to live, they chose these spots where they found all sorts of trees loaded with fruit. The farmer's name was John Chapman, but he was nicknamed Johnny Appleseed.